Okay, it is Sunday, January 5th, 2020, and this is the cover of the box for my new iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, I didn't document the actual unboxing of the phone because I did that in the Apple Store while they were putting on my screen protector, but what I will do is do the official transfer the phone to the case on camera. So, oh my god, how do I even, I guess we go like, let's show this thing. Go like this, and like, not on camera. Come on, it should pop. That's one. And one corner left. That did not pop, but the edges are nice and protected. They're nice and gray. It's a black case for a space gray phone, and it's all screen. And I love it so much! It was a nice little drive to get the phone, and I'm very excited to have it. I drove straight to the Apple Store to get the screen protector on so I could get home and start using it and set it up and everything. So after I set it up, the next video clip will be from the new phone. So this was officially my last transmission to the diary from my iPhone 7 Plus. And here now is my first transmission from the new iPhone. Okay, so this is the angle that usually, when I would film with the old iPhone. Now I'm gonna extend my hand the way that I used to, and look how much you can see! Seriously? Oh my, this is very, very, very impressive. And I'm on the selfie camera, I'm filming in 4K 30, and this looks incredible, man. I love this. I love this so much. It looks so good, and apparently it records audio for the camera now in stereo. I don't know where the microphone is yet, but it's probably, where is the camera? I don't know where the microphone is. Let's just tap around and find out. So here's one place where I think it could be. There's another place where I think it could be, and here's a third place where I think it could be, and a fourth place where I think it could be. One of those, I reckon, will be right. But anyway, the phone is now fully set up. I'm still, blown away by how wide the angle is. Now I gotta be even more careful with how I film and how I compose my shots here. Because, there's sometimes things that I don't necessarily want to show in the videos, or, for one reason or another. But this is also like a good low light test a little bit because it's fairly dim in this room. The old iPhone has been taken out of its case, the SIM card has been transferred, so now it's just laying here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll figure it out. I'm also probably going to switch. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do some test videos that I'm not going to publish on the diary, but, if it does work well, starting from next week, I'm going to start putting these videos up in 24 FPS because my camera now can do 24 FPS, which I think is better. I mean, the one thing that I perhaps don't like about using the front-facing camera is, and this is not the iPhone's fault, this is my fault, is that I just can't help but look at myself on the screen in the viewfinder rather than at the camera lens. So when I'm filming with the back camera, so that then I obviously look at the camera lens because there's nothing else to look at. But that's just something to get used to. But I mean, other than that, this phone is just beautiful, and I'm setting it up, and I'm getting through settings, and I've set up Face ID. First iPhone I've ever had with Face ID, which is also exciting and new and different. And there's just so much stuff that I'm supposed to be catching up on that I'm gonna catch up on ASAP. So this is great. Okay, right now I'm filming on the back camera, and I'm also curious about, one, how the audio is going to be, and two, how wide the angle is of this camera. I'm currently editing the rest of the footage, and I'm starting to think that maybe the stereo audio recording is not the best idea. I'm still going with it right now, but I feel like I'm probably going to switch to mono audio from now on, at least for pieces to camera like this. If I'm filming just out and about, just landscape shots and background stuff, B-roll if you will, I'm definitely going to do stereo stereo because you can hear cars whooshing from like one ear to the other in the stereo mode. That kind of thing to me is just beautiful and amazing. This phone is so amazing. It's just so nice, and I'm so excited to finally have it. I waited for it for so long, and it's so good to finally have it in my hands. And like even looking at the back side of it, looking at the camera now, is I don't know exactly which lens I'm supposed to be looking at, but I'm just filming regular mode. I'm not using the wide angle, like the whatever it is, the wide shot, whatever they call it now. The ultra wide, that's what it is. I'm not using that. I'm using just the regular camera. Everything about this experience felt so good going to the Apple Store. They put the screen protector on, it just got on so smoothly. It just like, I love the way that screen protectors just slide, kind of, it just like ripple onto your phone and they just stick to it. It went on almost perfectly. There was like one little spot that I asked and they immediately cleared it out for me. And other than that, it was just absolutely perfect. The new case looks great. And this is what it looks like in the light, by the way. The audio setup, the EQ is a little different now for this phone than it was for the previous phone. And by the way, I'm curious if it's coming through the microphone a little bit. It's raining really hard right now outside. But anyway, I feel very good, very warm and fuzzy inside. Loving the new phone. And to sum up the day, to sum up the beginning of this week, it's just beautiful. Monday, January 5th. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm out here at the beach and it's a very, very nice sunny day for a change. So here now, for the first time, I'm very excited, is the sea in stereo. There's jellyfish all over the place. It's beautiful. The sun is out. It's just nice and cloudy. There's a little bit of wind, but it's nothing like super cold. It's one of those beautiful days that if you don't come out, it's like, what are you doing? I also picked out a couple of these really nice shells. I'm gonna take them home with me. They're so cool. What an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. All right, before I head home, here's more of the beach in stereo. And just like that, I'm home. What an amazing day. I love days like this so much. What it is for me is, I mean, obviously during the summer, every day is like today, although actually it's much hotter than today, but obviously the sun is out and everything. But what's so nice about days like this in the winter is the contrast between the really cold weather, the rain, the storms, the wind, the complete lack of any kind of natural light outside, and then all of a sudden the sun comes out for a day, and it's just beautiful. Also a little bit of a random thought.
Random Thoughts with Lior.
It's been a while since I've worn sweatpants and I've really missed them. I forgot how nice it feels to wear sweatpants because I'm just used to wearing jeans, and I think jeans look very elegant and they look nice and they look presentable enough. But you know, they're still very like everyday, simple. But then putting on sweatpants and not having to deal with a belt, they're so nice. In other news, this is my second day kind of, but also my first actual day from like morning till evening. First proper day with my new phone. And I'm geeking out over everything, all the new features, how cool the camera is, how cool night mode is. I shot a little bit of test footage yesterday like I wanted to in 24 FPS, and it does look a little too choppy for my taste. I mean, it looks alright. It looks very... Obviously 24 FPS is the film standard, and it obviously also has its advantages, such as in low light with 24 FPS the camera performs better, and apparently video stabilization is a little smoother in 24 FPS. Not that I can tell, because it just looks awfully choppy to me. It's very cool to have the option to do 24 FPS, and it's something that I will use if I do want to shoot something like that, something sort of film-like, but for the diary I'm gonna stick with 30 FPS. It's just, it feels good. It's not 60, and you know, back in week 1 I think I wanted to do 60 FPS in 4K, and now, having done this for a while, I think 60 FPS is overkill. It's too much motion, it's a little too smooth. I mean, it's very lifelike, and that's cool, but I think 30 FPS is plenty. And the files are smaller, and it takes a lot less time to upload the videos, which is also a win in my book. Saturday, January 11th. This was an incredible week. So on Sunday, I got this new iPhone, and then on Thursday, I finally had the meeting that I've been waiting for all this time, and I'm pretty sure I got the job. It was a meeting with a manager and the CEO. So the CEO told me that they're gonna call me again soon to bring me in to sign contracts. So I wasn't told directly, hey, you got the job, but I was told that, you know, they're gonna call me to come in and sign the contract. So I'm pretty sure I'm in, and that is amazing. And this also brings me back to the point I've made so many times here, that I love having the diary. And there's also such a cool contrast, especially this week, in terms of how much has happened in just this 1 week. Because I've had some weeks on this diary that weren't particularly eventful or super interesting. There's just like some stuff going on here and there, but nothing too interesting, I suppose. And then there's this week, you know. So anyway, I'm very, very excited about all the stuff that's going on, and I'm very much looking forward to next week. I'm very much looking forward to actually seeing the developments with my new job. Very curious to see how it's gonna go, how I'm gonna handle everything, how it's going to, like, what kind of fit it's going to be for me, and what kind of fit I'm gonna be for this company. So until next week.